This is the Iowa weather report for Tuesday, February 19th, 2013. And now our first look at the 0Z GFS Model Run. This is at noon today. We have one storm over the Great Lakes with some energy around that. But the storm that we're watching is off the California and Oregon coast, diving south and eastward towards Southern California. And at the surface, we'll have the one storm over the Great Lakes pulling away with some showers and maybe a few rumbles of thunder across the southeast and some snow across the Ohio Valley and the Great Lakes and some rain and snow over the west. That'll be heading in our direction. Wednesday, that storm moves up over into Colorado. The upper level feature is in Arizona. The Gulf begins to open back up, so some rain showers may break out in Oklahoma and Texas. Maybe a bit of wintry activity in Kansas with increasing clouds around here. And then here into Thursday, the low pressure is near western Oklahoma or the Texas Panhandle. So snow, this is at midday, will be breaking out at least in the southwestern half of the state. And then this is midnight, Friday morning. You can see the heaviest snow band across the northern, central, and eastern counties of the state as the low begins to fill and move northeastward through Missouri, with the new low forming in Mississippi. Then we move to Friday at midday. We have the low still filling in, some light snow continuing in most of the state. The new low down further to the south, so some showers and maybe a couple of thunderstorms down there at that time. Here's the projected snowfall amounts, or the probability of at least 1 inch of snow between Wednesday evening and Thursday evening. Remember, it'll probably be snowing even after this, and you can see the probability is still very good. Here's 2 inches of snow or more. Probability still over 95% in that dark maroon area, and most of the state is at least seeing probabilities over 70% of at least 2 inches. Here is 4 inches of snow. The best chances, at least through Thursday evening, over the southwestern 2/3 of the state of at least seeing 4 inches of snow by 6 p.m. Thursday. We move to 6 inches of snow, still looking fairly likely from about Sioux City to Des Moines to Lamoni, and decent from about Algona to Marshalltown to Burlington. Everywhere north and east, This is probability of at least 8 inches of snow between Wednesday evening and Thursday evening. Pretty good chance near Omaha down to Beatrice, Nebraska, and northern Kansas, far southwestern Iowa, decent through western Iowa. And here's the probability of a foot of snow or more between Wednesday evening and Thursday evening. Best chances of that happening in Nebraska and into extreme northern Kansas, with slight amounts moving into Iowa. This is the NAM. This is one of the 0Z NAM model runs. This goes through Friday morning. You can see the best chances of heavy snow in the red and light and dark blue areas in Nebraska, southwest Iowa. But this is another NAM run at the same time. Both were 0Z NAM runs. This uses a different algorithm, and this shows the reddish areas of seeing at least a foot of snow or more, with heavy amounts eastward. And this is the 0Z GFS model run projected snowfall accumulations through Friday evening at 6 o'clock, showing the dark blue areas receiving about 8 to 10 inches, the area around Omaha down to southward almost a foot. But as that storm moves off on Saturday, we clear out, we cool down, temperatures back into the 20s, as if we haven't had any cold weather over the next 2 days. It's going to continue even after this storm. Sunday, we have the storm off along the East Coast, and now we have another one. This one is about the same place as this current storm is going to be moving through, Oklahoma and Kansas. This storm, if this pans out, is going to move almost due north, maybe a little north-northeast, and be over the Iowa-Minnesota border south of Mankato by Monday, and this could bring some snow, maybe a bit of freezing rain or so, we'll see. And then by a week from today, that system, the closed feature over the UP of Michigan, and here comes another one over the Four Corners region. That looks to be moving south of the state, though. But at the surface, we still have some backwash flurries or light snow showers from this low near Green Bay, with the new low starting to form over New Mexico and the Oklahoma and Texas Panhandle that'll be moving due east. couple days after that, on March the 4th, we have a system over the Great Lakes that's keeping a trough over about the eastern half of the country from the plains eastward, with some pieces of energy in the Great Lakes and off the east coast. And the surface shows some snow, mainly in New England, possibly another nor'easter, but the low is well offshore, so just the shoreline may get some decent snows with that. Great Lakes will have the Great Lakes snows, some rain in the south. And at the end of the forecast, March the 6th, we have a very wavy pattern, a trough axis almost directly overhead, a bit of a ridge to our east, one to our west. And at the surface, with the energy nearby, that could squeeze off maybe some flurries or maybe even some sprinkles, as the 540 line will be almost directly over Iowa northward. So maybe in 2 weeks we may be seeing some warmer weather. We'll see about that. The watch warning map from last evening: wind chill advisories from northern Iowa north and westward. A blizzard warning in west central Minnesota was expiring, but the winter storm watch in Nebraska, western Iowa, and Kansas was not, with winter weather issues all across the west. The satellite image from last evening showed the storm system off to our east that produced a little bit of rain and a little bit of snow last evening. That's moving off to the east. The storm we're watching, though, is just off the Oregon coast. And the QPF chart: precipitation over the next 5 days through Saturday evening at 6 o'clock, showing the liquid precipitation amounts around here between about a half to maybe an inch of liquid precipitation, all of that in snow.